Very good morning to everyone. It's happy to see you again. And thank you for joining the Sunday class. So with the aspirations to benefit all sentient beings, let us put our palms together to invite Geshe to turn the wheel of Dharma in accordance to the well wishes and capacity of students. Geshe, please.
Good morning, everybody. I hope all of you physically healthy and mentally happy. So many classes we have been talking about how to practice Dharma, mean how to generate happiness and cause of happiness. Practicing Dharma mean how to reduce sufferings and how to reduce the cause of sufferings. So today is the second day of the month of the turning wheel of Dharma. Also, the first time when we have a Dharma class for beginner, we start the teaching wheel of Dharma. So the wheel of Dharma is very important, symbolic in Buddhism. When we think about the wheel has three parts. The center, then the last ring, in between there are 8 spokes. The practicing Buddha Dharma, being a Buddhist, your mind have to be like the wheel. Without the center point, the wheel cannot have any function to move. The center point is very important. Likewise, without practicing the morality, without practicing the ethic, you really cannot practice the Dharma. The first, everybody always practice the ethical discipline, try to be disciplined person. So discipline is very important. In our daily life, every day, if you have a discipline, almost everything can be perfect. Discipline doesn't mean, just you have to take a vows and maintain the vows. Discipline. So while you eating, you need discipline. Drinking, you need discipline. Talking to someone, you need discipline. Therefore, center point is very important in the will. Likewise, practicing ethical discipline is very important as a foundation. Second, if there's a center point, if there's no the spokes, also the wheel cannot have a function to move continuously. Then second, the 8 unfold Arya path is very important. Then the last, there's a center point, there's a edge spokes. If there's no ring, which is compound, center, and the spoke together, then the wheel cannot function. Therefore, the last ring is very important. That means center is ethical discipline. The edge spokes is like a practice of the wisdom. Then the last, the ring, which is compound all together, is a mindfulness, a meditation or concentration. So three must go together. The first time when we have a class about the Four Noble Truths, we learn the foundation of the Buddha teaching. Also, we learn how to practice the Dharma. Among the four, the truth of suffering, say, recognize the truth of suffering. Second, eliminate the cause of suffering. Second, say eliminate. First, recognize the suffering and think about the cause of sufferings. When you realize the suffering of the cause, you must eliminate. Right? After you eliminating the suffering and the cause of suffering, you achieve liberation, nirvana. There's a achieve the cessation. Achieve the cessation. Then when Buddha explained about the path, say, cultivate the path. Right? This is very important. Therefore, we say, I must recognize the truth of suffering, which is the physical body, include all the problems and sufferings. I must recognize every day. I'm suffering now. I have a lot of sufferings. I will have suffering in the next. This means you need to reflect on the suffering. Then, second, I have all kinds of problems, suffering. Are they come from causes condition? They come from without causes condition. The second doesn't make sense, right? There must be a cause and condition to arise the sufferings and problem. So what are the actual cause to arise sufferings? That means karma and all the afflictive emotions. This both rooted by ignorance. Therefore, eliminate the cause of suffering, which is ignorance, affective emotions, and karmas. We need to eliminate. How? After eliminating the suffering, that means you actually free from suffering. So the cause of suffering can be ceased or not. That means yes, it can be ceased because it has a powerful antidote, which is the path. We need to cultivate path. That path. Mainly, there's a 5 path: accumulation, preparation, seeing, meditation, and no more learning path. So among the 5 paths, first is preparation. Part of the preparation. That means when you reach to the first path, that means you are already prepared to move towards Buddhahood or liberation. Right? So how we can actually reach or achieve the first path? Therefore, based on the Fourth Noble Truth, we need to do meditation. Particularly meditate on the first true truth, origin and suffering and origin of suffering. Then you cultivate renunciation. Mean when you realize the suffering and the cause of suffering, definitely you wish to eliminate. You wish to free from the suffering and the cause of suffering. You wish to get out. You really wish to run away from the sufferings. That means this is the renunciation. Whatever you practice renunciation, bodhicitta, first we need to accomplish the single pointed meditation. Everybody stop there. We know what does mean renunciation. We know what does mean bodhicitta, bodhicitta. We know what does mean liberation. We already know the origin of suffering and we know everything. But we don't have any progress in our practice because we stop there because we don't do, meditation. So since today we're supposed to study more about meditation, right? So when we do meditation, there's a request, a kind of precondition. Before you do meditation, or usually when you meditation, you must have a kind of simple life. Simple life. Also very easy to find things around you. For example, when you need water, when you need food, everything you must have access, easy access to find things. Therefore, we already have. Second, we need to reduce our daily, the busy activities, the busy schedule. Can we or cannot? For me, yes, I can see, we can reduce the busy schedule, except if you work for, someone, if you have a daily, kind of fixed schedule to work for certain company or restaurant, whatever, then you have to follow the schedule. Reach there, let's say, 9, finish 5. So this time you must be very busy. You have to be busy. Otherwise, you will lose your job. The rest of the time, you can reduce all the unnecessary activities. So when you reduce all the, your busy schedule, then your mind become more relaxed. Your mind have a more free time to relax. Otherwise, when you're being busy, at the same time, our mind have to be busy. After that, when we try to meditate, we cannot, because our mind being busy for many hours. So the mind can, reflect what happened in the past, what happening now, what's going to happen next. Therefore, when we try to do meditation, we cannot, because our mind being so busy. So we need to, second, we need to reduce the busy, unnecessary schedule. Even though in your workplace, when you work, you can have mindfulness. You just focus your work. If you like typing, you're fully mindful, you're typing. When you cook food, you cook with the mindfulness. That means you are learning, you are practicing how to have a mindfulness every moment. This also help you to have a good mindfulness. That means reduce the busy schedule. Even though during the busy time, just focus what are you doing right now. This is the second condition. Third, we need to reduce the unnecessary thoughts, the mental activities, the verbal activities, the physical, activities. Unnecessary, I say unnecessary, which is not important. When we think about our thoughts, you just analyze for 10 minutes. For the 10 minutes, we have so many thoughts, so many different thoughts arise. When you check all the thoughts, almost 8% thoughts, nothing to do with your daily life. Almost 8% of the thoughts not relevant to our daily life. Because sometimes we think too much about what other people are doing, what happened around them. It's unnecessary. So we have to reduce all the unnecessary thoughts. We should not think which is not important for you, important for your life. Because these thoughts disturb you to have a mindfulness. That second, you need to reduce the unnecessary thoughts. We have so many unnecessary thoughts. We have so many thoughts which is not relevant to our daily life. Right? Third, we need to reduce all the basic thoughts. Then fourth, when we begin to do meditation, at the beginning, the duration we must do shorter, but very often. Shorter and very often. I mean, we just focus on the chosen object. Mean you already choose the object on meditation. For example, in the past, we used the Buddha image. You just look at the Buddha image. After you look for a while, then you have the image of the Buddha in your mind. Then you just focus the Buddha image, the mental image, just focus. Then you must have a rest. Rest. While you are resting, also you shouldn't have so many thoughts. Just relax. Again, you focus the mental image of the Buddha in your mind, the mental image, not the actually picture. A short time, but very often. First, maybe 1 minute rest. Second, 2 minutes rest. 4 minutes rest. 10 minutes rest. That means then you're really happy to do meditation. You're able to focus. You have a mindfulness. If at the beginning, if you try to have a mindfulness for like 10 minutes, then after 5 minutes, your mind is disturbed. You cannot. Then you feel very agitated. Therefore, do short time. The duration must be very short, very often. Very often. So on that. Then the sitting position. So you must sit comfortably. Sit very comfortably. Right? So you sit as a meditation posture. You sit on the chair. The most your upper part of your body have to rest up very straight. Rise up very steadily. It helps you to flow your energy very smoothly, very easily. It won't block anywhere. You bend your neck too much, the energy, you can call energy, you can call the blood, and the wind cannot flow easily. Also, you bend back too much, there's a problem. That means your upper body, really rests up very steadily. Right? Then you do the breathing meditation in order to calm your mind. Okay, let's start. Do the breathing meditation. Relax. Do again. Okay, now your mind become quite calm. Right? Second, now you need to check which negative thoughts is more stronger within you generally. Let's say, usually people have a strong anger. Anger arises strongly. But anger cannot arise continuously many hours. It rests up strongly and disappears quite easily. But the sense of hatred The hatred one is always there. The reducing anger is quite easy. The reducing hatred is not easy at all. Usually, if you are a very angry person, anger arises quite often. The hatred is always there. Then you must, control the anger and reduce and suppress the hatred. Is very important. Otherwise, the anger, the hatred always disturb you to have a mindfulness. For example, you are meditating on something. Next to you, there's a very bad person. They always annoy you, push you. You cannot do meditation. Therefore, you need to check which the negative thoughts is more stronger. We have all the negative thoughts, but some is stronger, some is weaker, some is just a kind of like a medium. So first we need to reduce whatever thoughts, negative thoughts is more stronger, we must reduce. Otherwise, it always disturb you during your meditation. Okay. So how we reduce anger? So anger can be towards human being, or anger towards yourself. You are angry with you, or you are angry with other things. You need to check. When you say, I'm very angry towards what? You are angry with someone, you are angry yourself, or you are angry with rest of the things. So if you're angry with someone, you need to think why I'm angry with this and that person, why I'm angry. You need to check the reason. You need to analyze why am I angry, why I'm angry with the person, why. Then different people have a different reason. Let's say you are angry with someone because someone was your best friend for many years. You treat well them with the person. You are really good friend each other. Somehow the friend cheat you. So you are very angry. Also you are very disappointment. Right? That time the first step, you must think, I'm very lucky to be being friend with the person for many years. Now he cheat me. Now, the action is finished. Being a friend also over. Also he or she cheat you, is already cheated. You should not think again and again. You need to, forget, or you need to practice the forgiveness. Why we need to forget this problem? If you don't forget, if you keep, recall again and again about this person, the person enjoying their life, but it's really harm your mind. It will become very harmful for you. Therefore, someone cannot sleep for many nights because the thoughts which you're thinking about the person, it disturb you. Therefore, we need to forget. Okay. This is the first step. Don't remember, don't try to think about, don't try to remember. It's come naturally. You need to stop remembering the person. It's the simple steps. Second, the person who ever cheat you, how many lifetime he or she cheated you, how many years, how many lifetime, maybe only this lifetime, only for few months. But in the past, he or she used to be your father, used to be your mother, used to be your dear friend, one of the maybe best friend. But cheated this lifetime for just short time, just only one time. But the person was so kind to you for many, many, many lifetimes. Therefore, instead of thinking the negativities, think about all the positivities. Then, cultivate love and compassion for the person. Okay, let's do this kind of meditation. First, I think everybody have experienced. Someone used to be your friend or being close to you. Somehow, then the person cheat you, deceive you. Yes, develop anger, hatred. Suddenly anger, hatred arise. Is waking up. When you're angry with a person, how do you feel? How do you feel? Do you feel happy? No, at all. You don't feel happy. You feel very unhappy, disturb you. Okay, second, why you are very angry with this person, this particular person? Because this person cheat you, deceived you, cheat you, deceive you. You just keep thinking this person for the next few minutes. Yes, so when we remember about the person, suddenly you feel very upset, you feel very disappointment, you get angry to the person. While you are not happy, that time your enemy feel you are unhappy, you feel your enemy, you are very angry. No. The person who cheated, the cheater person just enjoying their life with the family, with the friends, with the coffee shop. No. Only you experience the suffering. That means this moment where you are getting angry, you are the only victim, of the anger, hatred. It doesn't have anything, right? If you think this way, the anger become very calm. This is the first step. Second, then, from the Buddhist point of view, we believe in next life, previous life. Therefore, all sentient beings, whether we recognize or not, all sentient beings used to be our dear mother. Dear mother. When we use the mother as the best example for cultivate love and compassion, some people think, oh, I don't think my mother is a nice mother, or she is no good mother, she bully me, she so lot of reasoning. Also, these are not good reason. Among any of human beings in this lifetime, mother is one of the kindest person, one of the most important person. So we always think all sentient beings close to me, important for me to as my mother. When the good mother bully you a few times, it's not big thing for you. So she have been, carry you for many years, but bullied for short time is also you must accept. Also, she have been, taking care of you for many years. Someday she beat you, you also must accept. You should not get angry too much at your mother. Likewise, the cheater person cheat you for short time, only one time. But the cheater person, used to be your best friend, support for many years. Compare the cheat and compare with the help, you got more helping from your friends. Therefore, cultivate love towards the person. Just generate pure love, compassion toward the cheater person. Okay, here I think few things we need to remember. When I say please cultivate love or compassion towards your enemy, the cheater person. The person is your chosen object. That means your mind only focus the chosen person. Focus on the chosen person. That means your mind, you just watch the person. This is how you meditate on. Then the mind not just focus the person, at the same time you are cultivating pure love and compassion, not forgetting, not losing the chosen object. For example, you need to make a hole using a tool, right? So somebody asks, okay, you make a hole here, for example, is a paper. So somebody make a mark like round, right? You can see that round. Somebody else make a hole where I mark. This means This round is look like your chosen object. That pen is look like your mind. The mind just go in the center, not here, not there. Just go in the center. That means you just focus your mind to the person. Then not the tool like mind, not just touch in the center. Also, you need to push for making a whole, right? That means there's an action, not just the tool, not just touch to the center point. The tool has an action function, to make a whole. Exactly same. You focus the person, not just look like you're just watching the person. At the same time, you need to cultivate love and compassion towards the person using some simple logics. Simple logic. For example, you very much like a particular food. When you see the food, your eyes just focus the food. Eyes looking at the food. At the same time, you are 6 months. The mind also fully focus to the food. Not only focus on it, the mind have a strong desire to eat, want to eat, want to eat, want to eat, want to eat, without losing the food in your mind. Same way, likewise, exactly same. You fully focus to the person, your mind fully focus on the person. At the same time, you need to cultivate love and compassion continuously. During that time, you're able to see the person, but not so clearly. Then there's a problem. There's a problem, right? Because when you do meditation, you need to mindful with the two minds. You need to think about two minds. One is laxity and excitement. Excitement and laxity. You're able to see not so clearly, mean your mind doesn't have the clarity, because it's disturbed by laxity. Your mind becomes a bit loose. For example, when you look at like a painting, when you look at the painting, your mind is very focused. You can see the paintings more precisely, more clearly, the detailedness. You can see it. When you have mind lost the focus, still you can see the painting not so clearly, not the detail. See, not clearly, not detailedly, not precisely. It's exactly the same. When you do meditation on the person for cultivating love and compassion, you can see the person not so clearly, mean your focus become loose. Not fully loose, become more loose. Therefore, your mind must be very, very focusful. Yes, you are thinking, oh, I'm meditating on the person for generating love and compassion. When you analyze, your mind is thinking something else, not the person. That means you have a excitement. You need to stop these two. Excitement, no laxity. Fully focus continuously. Right? Also, we can do, like a practice. First, you focus on something, the person, the cheated person, and suddenly you think something else, right? Okay, I ask you, or you can act same way. Okay, let's again, please, mindful to the cheated person, the deceived person who deceive you. and cultivate pure love. That means you can see the person, just wish the person is happy, wish the person is free from suffering. First, wish the person happy. That means your mind just thinking the person just wish to be happy. Second, think about a cup of coffee. When you think about a cup of coffee, your mind disturbed. You change your focus. Now your mind focusing on the coffee, cup of coffee. Very tasty coffee. Very tasty coffee. You have a two. On your table, there's a fresh coffee, brewed coffee on your table. Now you meditate on the person, cultivate love. Now your mind is both thinking the person, thinking the coffee, and compare the person. Your mind is just running between these two objects. Some of you may don't like coffee. You just imagine your favorite drink on your table. Do the analyze. Focus the person. Cannot, because your mind thinking about the drink. Right? That means the drink distract your mind from the chosen object. Therefore, when you do meditation, you just remember, need to focus only the chosen object, not anything else. If you remember, oh, money has gone somewhere, then you bring your mind back to the chosen object and focus. Therefore, first, we need to learn how to focus. Focus, like today, focus the person, then the mind thinking about the drink. Or also, we bring the mind back to the chosen object. First, we need to learn how to focus. Focus. Second, we need to learn how to recognize the excitement. Excitement. Right now, we have done this one. First, we focus on the cheater person. That the mind has gone to the coffee. We realize, we recognize, oh, excitement comes. Learn how to focus. Second, how to learn recognizing the excitement. Excitement. The next, we need to learn how to recognize the laxity. Laxity. Again, focus the cheater person. And generate pure love. Wish the person always be happy. Have a cause of happiness. Slowly your mind become dream. Cannot see the person clearly. That means your focus become loose. That means laxity. Tibetan we call Chingwa. Chingwa means your mind become bit dream. Then your focus become loose. Therefore, you cannot see the chosen object very clearly. That's when you must remember, oh, now the laxity arise. Laxity arise. Right? Then here what we know, we need introspection mind. Introspection means Now there's a three thing happening. Mind, let's say fourth thing happening. The mind focusing the chosen object. Then laxity, excitement, the two enemy next to the mindfulness mind, next to it. They always try to disturb the mindfulness mind. Fourth, the introspection mind is just watching. The mind is focused, the chosen object or not. Oh, now the laxity arises. Must stop. Oh, now excitement arises. Must stop. That means we need the introspection mind to recognize the two enemies, which is laxity and excitement. Right? That means how we do meditation. First, need to check which negative thought is more stronger in your daily life or this morning. Then you need to recognize, oh, anger is very stronger than the attachment. Whom you angry with a person or yourself, something else. Then say, I'm very angry with this person because this person, I very trust the person, I believe the person cheat me. You're very angry, you're very disappointed. Then this is how you are doing analyzing why. Then the first step, don't try to remember the person, what happened, why happened. It's already happened, it's past. Right? Then second, visualize the person and cultivate pure love and compassion for reducing the anger. Then slowly reducing the hatred. While you are meditating on the person for generating pure love and compassion, then two things must remember. No excitement, no laxity. Mean fully focus, able to see the object very clearly and continuously focus. Not able to focus continuously, mean two problems there. Maybe due to the laxity, due to the excitement. This one I taught, we explain, we study about based on the drink and the person. This you can see how the mind become excited. Second, you see the object also clearly, mean laxity. So this is how we need to reduce anger. Then I said at the beginning, anger arises sometime, not 24 hours. But the attachment is always almost there. The example used in the many Lamrim book or Dharma books, anger is look like fire. Right? Fire. When the fire burns, it burns very strongly until exhausts the gas, whatever. Not easy to burn continuously, not easy at all. Anger arises very strongly, not continuously for many, many years. But attachment lasts for many, many years. For example, the example is attachment look like, apply oil on the paper. You dip the paper in the oil, the paper become oily paper. It's not easy to clean the oil on the paper. If you put a strong kind of detergent, the paper going to spoil. If you don't use strong kind of thing, not easy to clean the oil. Attachment exactly like that. For example, when you are 20 years old or 22, 25 years old, I think you really like someone, Still, the attachment is today there. So, when you are 20 years old, you have a big fighting with someone. That time you are very, very angry with the person. Today, you look like you just have a thoughts. You don't have a strong angry to the person. But attachment, you have a same strong attachment today, which you have in the past when you are 20 years. So, reducing attachment, not easy at all, because we need to survive. Number one, in order to survive, our mind attached with the so many things, with the food, with the clothes, medicine, environment, family, friends, job, position, money. We attach with so many things. You don't have a lot of anger. Maybe you have a angry. You are angry with just few people or few person. Not you can count, right? You can remember how many anger you have. You can say, I'm a very angry man. My father, angry with my mother, angry with my friend, angry with my boss, angry with my wife, girlfriend, boyfriend. You have a number about angry, but you don't have a number of attachment. Right? That means attachment is more worse than the anger. Also, anger arises based on attachment. Therefore, we need to learn detachment, no attachment. Not easy. Then there's a question, without attachment, if you order good food, will you enjoy the food or not? Because you don't have any attachment. Or you're eating the good food, simple food, for you look like same. Right? There's a big question. Somehow we know anger is one of the negative thoughts which disturb our life, bring a lot of problem. We need to reduce. How? Again, I'm attached. I have a lot of attachment. Among the attachment, you need to check which is more stronger. I said we have so many attachments, the kind of numberless attachment. Among the attachments, you need to check which is more strong. You need to reduce it. Otherwise, again, you cannot do meditation. The best, antidote to reduce your attachment is ugliness or essenceless or imperfect, essenceless, ugliness. Because Tibetan use ugliness like a midupa. They translate to ugliness is not the right word to translate. Ugly is too, I think, negative words. When you attach somebody, when you say, oh, the person is very ugly, is no good. You must say essenceless, imperfect. When we attach, for us is very perfect, very complete. This is we can accept. Yeah, it's not ugly, but still incomplete, imperfect, right? Therefore, again, the easy one, essenceless. There's not such as essence you can attach towards that. Person, thing, whatever, essenceless. So, using the antidote, which is essenceless, to reduce the attachment. Most most stronger attachment. Right? So in same way, you need to focus whichever you attach towards, then need to think. For me, it looks like very nice, very complete, very beautiful, very attractive. For me, actually, it is not. It is not. You need to do some analyze about the person, analyze about the object, analyze about the things, to realize the person is not, perfect, which is I believe. The thing is not really that good, which is I believe. Then it can reduce your attachment. Right? Therefore, reduce attachment is not easy. Somehow we need to reduce. Okay, so right now we have a half hour. We can do the discussion class. The last time somebody asked you how we know the mind, that other person's mind, is related to the how to take care of each other. This, I think, last time we discussed. Is a very, I think, very important. As a mother, you have a children. You really like the children. You very much love the children. You want to take care every time. Everybody has this kind of thoughts. But due to the environment or due to the different condition, the children not listening you. Not listening you. That time, of course, as a mother or as a father, you will give a lot of advice. You will give a lot of kind of guidance. But the children is not listening you. That time you need to think why. Is it my problems or the children problem? You need to analyze. Sometimes we have a mistake. We thought I'm all the time perfect. Whatever I said is right. Whatever I think is right. I am the right. The rest of the people are wrong. This is our problem. It's really problem. We should not think I'm all the time right. I'm perfect. You must think I have a right. I have a wrong. My thinking is sometimes is right, sometimes wrong. When I think about my children, something my thought is wrong. First, you need to prove you are correct, you are right, you are perfect. If you're not able to prove, you cannot think I'm perfect. Right? First, you need to check yourself. Is it my problem or their problem, or both problem? Problem come from together. Then let's say, I think there's something wrong with my children. That also the children stay with you short time. Or they play with the phone, play with the laptop, play with the computer, play with a friend, all the things. You are physically, you are with the children. Mentally, you and your children totally live in separate, different worlds. So you never know, what kind of impact your children got. Therefore, you have two options. First, you talk to your children, try to understand, what he or she needs. That time when you talk to your children, sometimes the children tell you the truth. Sometimes the children, don't tell the truth. They're not telling the truth. Therefore, you need to talk to the children very closely and just guess, he's telling the truth or he's not telling the truth. This one, you can check based on the facial expression and also the verbal action. When the people telling the truth, the speak come very, like a fluid, very clear, very fluid, no break, the breath also become very fluid. If the children is hiding something, expression different. The speak fluid is not really fluid, it breaks, the breath become, breathless. With these two reasons, you can tell, oh, the person is telling the truth, the person not telling the truth, right? Because also, I think, also more, all of you know, in the immigration ground, in the airport, all the immigration checkpoint, usually the security people standing around you, everywhere, they are not actually watching you. Somebody watching you behind. They are really checking all your action, the verbal action, particularly the body action. Then they suspect, oh, this person must be carrying something. They act very different way. That means the mind has a very agitated, the result show in the body. So this is related to the last discussion class. Okay, anybody has any question? Do we have any question?
Yes, Geshe.
Yes,
So
please.
when a person meditates on the breath, he always hear in his mind a woman screaming in horror. That disturbs his mind and he cannot carry on meditate. So what to do? And similarly, what to do when we quiet our mind and some memories of past traumatic experience surface? One aspect, the feeling of those events. Again, what to do, Geshe?
Okay, whoever asked this question, so when you try to quiet your mind, suddenly you can hear the women, the choral, I think, voice. Did he have any like a strong quarrel with any lady in the past? They can say yes or not, just you type, you no need to speak. If you want, you also good. Did you have any strong quarrel with any lady in the past?
No.
No, right? No, right? Okay, no. That means when you try to calm your mind, try to quiet your mind, suddenly you can hear some sudden kind of voice. Actually, it is not really a woman voice. Usually when you are busy, you cannot hear the voice, the sound. You don't use the voice, sound. You cannot hear because you are so busy. You are busy with eating, drink, doing something. You are busy. You don't have a time to listen, remember the sound, I guess. Then when you try to calm your mind, try to be quiet your mind, then your mind becomes very quiet. Then you can hear the voice sound. It doesn't mean the sound is only happen during the the meditation time. Actually, it's happened for almost 24 hours. While you're sleeping, your mind is become very, asleep. You cannot hear. After you woke up, you have been busy. You cannot hear the sound. When you try to quiet you can hear means the sound is always within you. The sound is not coming from outside, within your body. There may be some kind of, elements running, I think, problem in your body. You need to check. Is daily the sound is coming outside? It's just hearing the sound within yourself. You need to check. Then definitely the voice is not really coming from outside. It's within your body. There's a kind of, sound is producing. due to your four elements, due to different kind of body structure. This one. Second, while you are meditating, suddenly you got that the trauma. What do you use the English one?
Traumatic.
Yeah,
Traumatic.
Yeah, what happened in the past? It's not only you. It's a common. It's happened for many people. For example, when you go alone holiday. So you reach to one of the very quiet, nice place. When you reach there, you are very happy. Suddenly you remember one of your good friend wish to be with you here. Mean the friend which you close, you very much like the person. Therefore, when you are in the holiday, you reach to the very nice, happy place, beautiful restaurant, you miss someone. These are common. Exactly the same. When you try to calm your mind, you try to be quiet, suddenly you remember what happened for you in the past. The mental kind of, strong disturbance. So I think it's due to the one of the person. Here, you need to practice forgiveness to the person. I told you the story yesterday, the Indian documentaries, right? You need to practice forgiveness. Whoever disturb you very badly, you need to practice forgiveness, or you need to think there's no point to remember this person again and again. He's already past. So forgiveness, forgetfulness, then same way, practice love and compassion towards the person. This is the best way to not disturb by this kind of, the traumatic thoughts. And I said, I think maybe last month, I'm not sure the sentient being like a dog and cats. They hold their person as an enemy for a long time or not. Or they always remember the negative things, not the positive things. We don't know the animals. Because the dog, for example, when you hit the dog will run away for a short time, will come back, play with you, show you, the affection. If the dog like human being, when we hit the dog run away, they never come back. They will come back when you really say, please come back, give a food, give a nothing, will come back. Dog like that, not like that. We human beings, we have a very serious problem. We always forget what, did good thing for you, someone. We always remember what bad thing happened to you from someone. If you really compare, with your enemy, how much good things done for you, how many bad things done for you. Actually, the enemy done you more good about than the bad. But we cannot remember the good thing. We always remember the bad thing. Bad thing. Also, the person who really disturb you very strongly, he or she also done a lot of good thing for this life. We forget about next life. So therefore, forgiveness, need to forgetful the person. Also, cultivate love and compassion, followed by Buddha teaching. Clear? I hope so. Okay, next question, please.
Geshe-la, can we contemplate while meditating? Do we have to purify our mind first before we contemplate? And are we laxing?
Exactly. Purifying mind for me Exactly, I explained. Before you do meditation, you need to check which negative thought is more stronger. Anger, reduce means you are purifying your mind. Attachment is stronger, reduce the attachment. Actually, you are purifying your mind. Otherwise, how you can purify your mind? Your mind is not a piece of clothes, can wash with the detergent, which with the wash. No. Purify mind means exactly. You need to, so through the breathing meditation, is purifying your mind. How? People, you are very angry, you have a strong attachment. After meditate for 10-20 minutes, your breath, the breathing meditation, your mind become very quiet. Also, you segregate the positive and negative minds. This is exactly how we should purify our mind. Purification, right? Purify mind. Yes, we have to purify. It doesn't mean before you do the meditation, you do a lot of recitation, chanting, so and so. No. Exactly what I said. You analyze about your thoughts, then reduce the thoughts, suppress the thoughts, then focus. This is what, for me, what I mean. For me, what does mean the purify your mind? Okay, the person who asked you question, for you, what does mean purify your mind? You can unmute. You can speak, please.
Willie?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, Willie.
For me, purifying mind is, you don't have all the bad thoughts.
Yes, correct.
Thoughts. Yeah.
Yeah. So you have to reduce, even though not only bad thoughts, while you are meditating on, for example, you are generating love and compassion towards someone, focusing in your treated person, you cultivating love, you are focusing the person, generating love. That time, even though you should not have any other positive thoughts like taking refuge, recite mantra, also you need to stop the positive thoughts. Even though the positive, it disturbs your meditation. That means during the meditation, you can have only one thought, not two thoughts. Even though there's a positive thought, you should not let it arise that time.
You see, my point is, when you meditate, you also try to contemplate, do contemplation.
Mm-hmm.
But what we are taught today is that if my mind drifts, then I'm relaxing.
Mm-hmm.
So can we contemplate while we are meditating?
Please, everybody must remember when we say meditation, there's a true analytical meditation. Sometimes you contemplate, analyze. Sometimes you just focus, mindful. And sometimes again you do analyze. That means contemplate about suffering, think about suffering, cause of suffering. Then you just focus. That means look like you are moving, you are walking towards someone, somewhere, between you stop. That means stillness. You stop, then walk again, you stop. Sometimes you stop more, walk less. Sometimes you more walk, stop less. Actually, when you do meditations, at the beginning, everybody needs analytical meditation, analyze, contemplate. Then you just have the stillness. Then after 5 or 10 minutes, again you do contemplation, analyzing, and you must stop your mind right there. You have to do both. Also, each situation, sometimes you do more analytical meditation or contemplation, less, what you call single-pointed mind. Sometimes you do more single-pointed mind meditation, do less contemplation, less analytical meditation. It depends on you and your situation. Thank you. Next question, please.
Okay, Sheila, how does one counter envy or jealousy?
Jealousy and envy.
Envy.
Yeah. Jealousy, in Tibetan we call trado. Envy is more stronger than the actually jealousy. This one I need to check in the Tibetan words. Jealousy we call trado. Trado means somebody owns something better than you. Somebody got better car than you have. Then suddenly you in your mind have a little bit sense of hatred. The person have this one. You are not happy. The person have a better car than you. This one is, I think, jealousy. You are jealous about somebody has a better car than you. You are jealous about somebody have a better job than you. That means you deep down you don't like the person have a good job. This is jealousy. The envy, I think, then you're not just not happy the person to having better car than you wish to destroy their car. Somehow you want to destroy their life. This become, I think, envy. This one I will come back in next Sunday with a clear definition. Okay, any question?
No, Dharma brother and sister, you can unmute yourself if you have any other questions. Yes, Christine.
Yes, Geshe-la, I have a question.
Yes, please.
Meditation on the chosen object. If we were to choose our enemy, I don't know this will happen to other people or not, but as for me, let's say an enemy, when we think about them, very unhappy feelings and all that arise in us. Sometimes it even brings up our anger, which we are actually trying to suppress. But if in our meditation, if we were to choose our enemy as our chosen object, it will bring up unhappiness in our mind, and we find it very difficult to actually, practice love and compassion for this person. So how should we handle these kind of situations?
Thank you for asking this question. Usually when we say, it's for us very easy to have a love and compassion towards everybody. We are very happy to have a love and compassion. Everybody we can have. Therefore, what here Lama Tsongkhapa said, when you practice pure love and compassion, you should not just generally cultivate love and compassion. It look like you have a love and compassion, look like you have. When you go more precisely particular person, then you can feel, oh, I don't have a love this person because he is my enemy. Or I don't like this person because she disturbed me. When you look individually, when you look at one by one, so difficult to have a pure love and compassion. Therefore, generally look like we have a love and compassion, look like we are able to generate love and compassion. Generally, actually, we are not really cultivating love and compassion. So we have to cultivate love and compassion each of the person, each of the sentient beings. Then general one easy to have. Therefore, you are right. So when we remember you can say our enemy, suddenly you remember it really disturb you. You become very unhappy. First, we need to go through the experience. When we remember the anger, enemy, how do you feel? You feel very unhappy. It is not just that remember the person, because at the same time when you remember your enemy, the anger arises. Anger arises. When we remember your favorite food, suddenly water come out of your mouth. Not just remember the food, at the same time arise the attachment. This we must recognize. Even though when I remember my anger arises towards the person, suddenly it disturbs me, I feel not happy. If the enemy actually come in front of you, how do you have a reaction? You really get angry, fighting, right? This is good to do because it's recognize the bad, the consequence of anger. Therefore, if you practice bodhicitta, somehow you need to cultivate love and compassion for this enemy. Otherwise, you cannot cultivate bodhicitta because you could not cultivate pure love and compassion for all sentient beings. Somehow, first you remember the person, let anger arise, be a bit unhappy for a short time, remember the consequence of anger. I must reduce. How? Then first need to forget the person, what happened, what did for you. Second, remember what good thing done for you for the person. Not only this lifetime, previous life, many lifetime. Maybe the person used to be your best friend for many years, right? Then you can cultivate love and compassion. Therefore, Lama Tsongkhapa, what he says, very correct. Generally look like we have a love and compassion towards everybody. When you look at individually, we don't have any love and compassion anybody. It's happened for us. Therefore, at the beginning, it disturb your peace of mind. Doesn't matter. Remember, let anger arise and experience the consequence of anger. They should think anger is no good. My anger towards the person no good. I need to reduce. How? First, practice for forgiveness. Need to forget what bad thing happened to you. Second, recognize he or she also used to be your dear mother. I must have a love and compassion. Yes, any question?
Thank you, Geshe La.
Quite clear?
Yes. So does that, I find that it's easier to meditate on like sentient beings rather than that individual person.
You're right.
Because in sentient beings, that person is already included in the sentient beings.
Because it's very easy. All sentient beings, they never disturb us. Only few people. The fish, the cow, like cow, dogs, pig, they notice. All I think sometimes the nets, ants, they disturb you. It's very easy. It's not easy to have a love and compassion toward the ants
And mosquitoes.
insect. Because the rest of the people is not really disturb you. Therefore, you look like you have a love and compassion. Actually, you don't have. So we must have a love and compassion who live around you first. Then rest of the people, rest of the sentient being, for example, you have a love and compassion to maybe all Indian people, all Chinese people, all Malay, only people who live around you. Right? Therefore, somehow you need to start love and compassion. First, people who live around you. Then extend rest of the people, very easy. Thank you so much for asking this question.
Thank you.
Okay, next question, please. Oh, it's only 1:30. Any question?
Hi, Geshe La Yuan here. Quick question on purification.
Yes.
If this is a situation that I typically face, whatever I do, work or personal, I just felt that there's a lot of obstacles in my life, even since I was very young. So it's like I put in 110%, I maybe get good results out of that effort, 50% or 30%. But I continue to put in the effort and determination, but sometimes it's very heavy, right? And I understand that, it is very important, in whatever you do, it has to be joyful effort, feeling light, and then you see improvement in life. My guess is because it could be due to accumulation of my past karma. But what do I do? What else can I do in terms of purification besides deeply regretting what I might have done in the past that I don't know? Asking for forgiveness, but I couldn't pinpoint exactly what it is. So it's very general, but it's like whatever I do and interacting with people, it's a lot of effort, a bit of the obstacles. Thank you.
Again, thank you so much for asking this question. Let's go with Tibetan tradition. All the Kadamba master, when they do Dharma practice, different day has a different obstacle or different obstacles. So while they are meditating, suddenly they have a lot of obstacle comes their mind. They just stop meditation right there. Suddenly, they get up, do prostration, offer mandala, only reducing the particular obstacles, reducing the particular obstacle. Exactly as you do meditation, suddenly you feel, oh, it's really, always disturbed by meditation. Then you just stop your meditation. You do, the short Vajrasattva mantra recitation, or you do, few time prostration, or you suddenly offer mandala to the, Buddha, wish to reduce the obstacle. Only for reducing this particular obstacle, you do few time, then I think you are able to overcome. Because generally, when we do, chanting, recitation, we do very generally, not particular reason. So this one, whatever you do, recitation, chanting, you do very particular, for very particular, the reducing this obstacle based on recognizing the particular obstacles. Therefore, what His Holiness Dalai Lama said, so while you are meditating, suddenly the meditation disturbed by attachment. They say you should not just continuously do meditation. He said you just get up from your meditation cushion, walk around, do exercise, drink water or tea, coffee, disturb your mind, then sit down. And also you get up, you do meditation, you do recitation, chanting, particularly reducing this particular obstacle. This, I think, very common practice for in all the Buddhist tradition. So Tibetan master do like that. Therefore, look at, so when we do the long retreat, they do the preliminary practice, reciting millennium mantra, mantra offering. This is mainly for reducing the obstacle. For you happen while you are doing meditating, so just focus this particular obstacle, do particular recitation, chanting, then you are able to overcome the particular problems.
Thank you, Geshe. When you say the particular recitation, which one is that?
So it depends on, can you tell me, for example, what kind of obstacle you have? Then, for example, sometimes due to the, lacking merit, due to, not enough positive energy, that's why you do mandala offering. Sometimes it happens due to having very strong negative karma. That means you do the Vajrasattva mantra or Manipe, what kind of mantra is also okay. Also do prostration. Maybe we need to know, is obstacle happen because of a lot of negative karmas, or is happen because I don't have enough, like a merit to continue this practice. Therefore, you need to know. You 100% not good know, but you guess. Or maybe no enough karma. They do mandala offering. Light offering, incense offering. You just offer incense, the prayer to Buddha, for accumulating merit to reducing this obstacle. That means obstacle happen maybe three. One, due to negative karma. Second is not enough merit. Third, due to the environment or due to the physical condition.
Okay.
Okay, so everybody, thank you so much for attending the Sunday class. And I hope all of you, having some idea how to practice Dharma, how to do meditation. I know you are always been busy. Still, you have try to have a time to attend our Dharma class. I really appreciate. Thank you so much. And have a happy Sunday. Last, today we all together do dedication for, reducing obstacle for our meditation. Whatever we accumulate today, this morning, our Lamrim, our Dharma class, we dedicate the merit or have a good energy for our meditation to reducing all the obstacle for our meditation. Gere dondra gyeju jiwadan medene gendandra wa dema juje bunzon zo yube daje de yandan de le nere jige azaje jiwa medene be dandandra wa dan dema juje bunzon zo yube daje de yandan de le dorna palena me guje de geze denze zambe sa den ma tembe chinda ngodanda wa Tobe denpa yore ne yu Jine la don zundu ndewe la nyudu yu la ye wara jingi. Thank you so much. Have a happy Sunday.